Ngoku masifunde ukwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa igama elinye. Let us learn to construct a sentence using only one word. So an important resource for you when it comes to this activity is your study guide for the module. The study guide will be very useful. Remember, at the back of the study guide, there are appendices, there are attachments that give you information about words that we use to express kinship in IsiXhosa, amagama esiwasebenzisayo achaza ukuzalana kwabantu, which is the relationality between people, such as umama. Umama, we know, is mother. Mother is the person who has given birth to me. So that is how I relate to that person by birth, physical birth. So that person is mother. In IsiXhosa we say mama. We also have other kinship names. Amagama achaza ukuzalana kwabantu, such as usisi. Usisi is an older female, or it is a female word used to show respect to another person. So remember, all those resources are part of your study guide. There are more words which you will find in the study guide, which we will refer to throughout this lesson. So now let us learn how to construct a sentence practically. So if we say that you can successfully construct a sentence using only one word, what would that word be, really? What if I said at? Would at be enough? What if I said in? Would in be enough? What if I said go? Would go be enough? Can you say it can stand on its own as a sentence? Okay, let's switch to IsiXhosa. What if I wanted to say all these things in IsiXhosa? Masakhe isivakalisi sisebenzisa igama elinye. Leliphi igama elinye esingalisebenzisa sisakha isivakalisi esivakalayo, isivakalisi esinentsingiselo. In English, intsingiselo means meaning. So we are looking for one word which can have meaning standing on its own. So I'll give you a second to think about it. Okay, so a little birdie tells me that one special word that can stand on its own as a sentence is a verb. A verb is a word we can use in a sentence even if it stands by itself. In IsiXhosa we call verbs izenzi. A verb is called isenzi. One verb, isenzi. Two verbs, izenzi. You can also look at the written document for how to spell these words. So, a verb is called isenzi. Two verbs and more are called izenzi. Alright. So now even when we talk about verbs, in English we describe verbs as action words, as doing words, as words that carry the action, what is going on. And in IsiXhosa we have a similar expression. We say isenzi sibonisa okwenziwayo. In fact, in IsiXhosa the meaning of verb is carried by the very word isenzi, because in IsiXhosa isenzi means to do, the word that does. It's a doing word in IsiXhosa. But if you understand the language and you hear someone saying isenzi, then it automatically tells you doing word. So we can use isenzi to construct a sentence containing one word. So even with verbs, there are different kinds of verbs that we can find. But for the purposes of this lesson, we will focus on one type of verb, which is the command verb or the commanding verb. In IsiXhosa, a commanding verb is called isenzi esiyalelayo. Isenzi esiyalelayo. Ukuyalela is to command. Ukuyalela is to command. Yalela, command. Yalela, command. Okay. So now I want to show you a photo, but I'm going to hide everything else. I hope I can hide successfully. Okay. So, what if you saw this diagram? How would you interpret this picture? According to me, this looks like a picture of someone who is running, a person who is running. So, if I wanted to construct a verb in English that describes the action here, what is going on, I would say run or running. That would be the verb I would construct to describe what this picture stands for. So, in IsiXhosa, what does run mean? It means baleka. So if you were standing in a corner, chilling in the corner, as some lyrics of some songs do say, I was chilling in the corner. So you're chilling in the corner and someone comes and says, run! What would you do? Immediately you would run. So what did that sentence do? It was commanding you to run. Arloop in Afrikaans. So in IsiXhosa we say baleka. So now that command run can stand on its own as one word, as a sentence. In IsiXhosa, baleka is a commanding word. Baleka sisenzi esiyalelayo. Ukuba umile estratweni okanye esitalatweni, kufike umuntu athi kuwe baleka, uzawuthini? Uzobaleka. Because that person is commanding you to run away, and that is exactly what you will do. Uzothini? Uzobaleka. You will run away. So, run is the command verb that we have constructed after seeing a picture of someone who looks like he was running. So we said run is baleka in IsiXhosa. So baleka is a singular commanding verb. So now what if there were many people you wanted to say baleka to? There are many people you want to tell to run. So how would you say that in IsiXhosa? In IsiXhosa you would say balekani. Balekani. That is the plural form of baleka. So the same icon as well that we have of somebody running, you can also interpret it in another way, using another verb, which is yiza. Yiza means come here. So I'm sorry I don't know other languages. So yiza is come. And then that is the singular form of the verb, of the commanding verb. What would be the plural form of this commanding verb in IsiXhosa? It would be yizani. Alles kom. All of you come. But in IsiXhosa we can express that in one word, which is yizani. Again, the same icon can be interpreted in another context or in another way as hamba, which is go away, right? Or which is go. How do you say it in Afrikaans? Is it gaan? Gaan? Something like that. So, hamba is the singular form of the verb for go. But if there are many people, hamba becomes hambani. Hamba becomes hambani. When you say hambani, you are telling many people to go away. So now I have shown you how to construct a one-word sentence in singular and in plural in IsiXhosa. Remember, we said isenzi is called verb. Isenzi esiyalelayo is called commanding verb. Those are the examples that we have used. So now, for your own homework, and for me to make sure that you understand what is being done, I want you to look at this picture. It's a smiley, in fact, with tears and a sad mouth. So I want you to look at the last column. The last column describing this image is cry. So in IsiXhosa, what is cry? It is lila. Lila means cry. That is a commanding word. Lila, cry. If I wanted to say lila to many people, how would I say it? I would say lilani. Lilani. And now we go on to the heart. If you see a heart in this day and age, a heart represents what? Check the last column. It represents love. And then in IsiXhosa, what is the word for love? It is thanda. The verb for love in Xhosa is thanda. So, if someone comes and gives you a command and says thanda, that person is telling one person to love. But immediately when someone says thandani, then that already gives you a clue that the speaker is referring to many people because he says thandani. So there are more examples with images. Isenzi in its singular form, isenzi in its plural form. And then I also have the fourth column with the English equivalent of the IsiXhosa verb. So now I want to find out whether there's any pattern that you have noticed from column number 3. Column number 3 gives you the commanding verbs in plural in IsiXhosa. Let's go again. The singular for baleka is balekani. The singular for baleka, or the singular for run, is baleka. The plural for run is balekani. Again, the singular for come is yiza, and the plural for come is yizani. The singular for go is hamba, and the plural for go is hambani. The singular for cry is lila, And the plural for cry is lilani. The singular for love is thanda. And the plural for love is thandani. Okay, I have done that bit myself. So now you have listened to the singular and the plural. What did you notice about the plural words in IsiXhosa? Hambani, yizani, lilani, thandani. What is common there? I will tell you the common thing. What is common there is that in IsiXhosa, in these particular examples, when the singular verb changes to plural, then the plural is denoted by a particular suffix. A suffix refers to the words that you add at the end of a particular word. For example, in English, I would say run. But then, if I say running, the ing would be the suffix. If I say cry, and then I say crying, the ing at the end would be a what? A suffix. But then those suffixes indicate something else. They indicate the tense. But in this particular lesson, I am not focusing on tense as yet because I want to focus more on isenzi, which is called the verb. We will deal about the tenses later. So, in IsiXhosa, when a verb becomes plural, it sometimes takes a specific suffix. And in this particular case, the suffix is ana. It's A-N-I. So you can go back to column number 3 of this table to find out more examples. Also, you have these columns. You have more examples for you to practice doing what I have just explained now. So again, to help you, you can look at the icon. That looks like somebody laughing. That looks like somebody playing. That looks like a pencil standing for right. Those are numbers. That is count. So now, I would like you to complete the IsiXhosa command verb for these words in yellow. Hleka means laugh. What would be the suitable command verb in plural? Dlala means play. What would be the suitable plural form of the command verb dlala? Bala means write. What would be the suitable form of the verb bala in plural? Bala. Bala means count. What would be the suitable plural form of the verb bala? So, for the last two, please notice that there is bala, bala, and there is also bala. Bala and bala. Note that those are two different words. They look similar, but those are two different words. And then there is also lala, dl, and there is also hleka. So the dl is separate from the hl. You can try to practice those sounds as well. So in IsiXhosa, the suffix ani, which we see in these examples, indicate that there are more people included in the conversation, or there are more people included or affected by the one-word command verb. So that is the end of this bit. Next, we will do another activity where we will construct sentences using two words.